Well, our next speaker is Ms. Ittaya Sivivasukaran, be taking us through the digital technology in the supply chain. Well, Ms. Ittaya leads the digital and IT arm of Siam City Cement Group Company as the Chief Executive Officer for INSEE Digital Company, a subsidiary of Siam City Cement Public Limited, a multicultural organization responsible for the digital transformation of the group. Well, she has successfully implemented the first enterprise SAP S4 HANA in Thailand, and one of the first in the world in implementing key strategic SAP solution in business transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Ittaya Sivivasukaran.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Who come from the cement business? Raise your hand. Okay, interesting. Who come from the other industry? Raise your hand. Okay. You know, sometimes when you work in the industry where the people call you as commodity, it's quite interesting, because they believe that you will be the same as the others and you no need to have the high-tech technologies, because anyway you are commodities. I think this is a question especially for cement business. Am I right? Am I right? If you are the CIO, you try to draw the roadmap and you send to the CEO and you tell them that this is an investment you want. The first thing they will ask you, are you serious? The second thing, why you want IoT, Internet of Things? Why you want the machine to be smart? Why you want everything to be on mobile? Why suddenly you want the machine to guide your people? Welcome to the world where Industry 4.0 is no longer far. And the things that you are going to see and I'm going to show you today is happening in Thailand. And why, by the way, there are some questions why we need to apply the newest technologies. There are some problems, and I'm going to show you. At least that problem does exist in Thailand, and I believe and I hope that it may be an answer for you to talk to your board and talk to your CEO. Are you ready? Okay. We so-called digital journey is not happen 1 year and it is a journey. Actually, our INSEE journey had been happened since 2015. But by the way, we are the Thai company, but we have the business in 5 countries. Yes, you are right. We have in the 5 countries and we are commodity. What we sell cement, for sure. We have cement in Thailand. We have in Bangladesh and we have in Sri Lanka. And we are acquiring another company in Vietnam. In the past, we have only 2 countries. We do acquisition within 8 months. We grow from 2 countries to 5 countries. What else? We have concrete. Okay? We have aggregate. We have mortar. We have a block. And we turn the waste to be energy. We have a cement, turn it to be wood replacement. And the last one, we have digital technologies company under the group. You are not wrong. I work for digital technologies, and I have the duty to turn commodities industry to be high-tech technologies. Okay, why? Okay, this is interesting one. Disruption. Who believe in the disruption, that your business will get disrupted soon? Raise your hand. You are so lucky. If I ask this question in Thailand, most of them will raise the hand. But when the next thing is, when you think that your business will be disrupted, what are you going to do with it? Okay, I give you some example. In the cement business, we believe that the dealer would be a key for us to send the product to the retailer and to the market. Am I right? What if the next generation of your dealer don't want to carry on the business anymore? Okay, let's understand the new generation. I believe all of you has your children, has daughter or son, and when you ask them, what do you want to do? Majority of them will say, I want to be entrepreneur. I want to create a startup. Am I right? Am I right? So, okay? Rather than that, they will say, I want to work for Google, and I want to work or Uber, any company that lead the technology. Let I ask you, as you are enterprise, within 10 years, if the new generation think about this, how could your business survive? This is talking about the resource constraint. And welcome to Thailand. We are going to face it within 7 years. Why? Within 7 years, the resource in Thailand, human resource in Thailand, 20% will be aging society. Everyone will be the elder. Okay? The people in Thailand is interesting. Some of them will not married. We not believe that we need to have the couples. Some of them married, decide to not have a children. Or like me, I'm married. Thank God I'm married. I have 1 child. So it means that at the end of the day, the next generation will be cut by half or more. All right? And with that small amount of the people, they don't want to work in your corporate. They don't want to work in cement business. And they don't want to work in the plant. Question will be to the business. We got disruption soon. Okay? I hope India doesn't have the problem with the resource. But for Thailand, Singapore, and Japan, we are having that one already. Digital technologies change the whole life. Who love Uber? Who use Uber? Okay. At least you love Uber, the same as me. So digital technology changed us. On top of that, business model. I don't know what happened in India, but in Thailand, you cannot blink the eye because all the business try to collaborate with another type of business and change that business model. So that's why for cement business, in the past we are B2B, right? Enterprise to the dealer, and let the dealer taking care of the retailer. Question to you, is it will still valid? Can you do the B2B2C? Can you do the B2C? As another channel. So those things are the questions that we need to crack. Last one, the life is different. The way you operate the things must be different. Okay, this is a secret, by the way. It had been asked last year. Really ask the management first. Are you prepared for digital disruption? Okay. Second, have you ever think about use information to predict your future? I'm not talking about the data of last month, tell about performance last month. I'm talking about the data in the past with the factor predict the future. Can we change fast? If the competitors change, you change faster than them. Could I make the machine smarter? This is interesting. This is talking about IoT. In the past, I talking about IoT to management. They said, come on, Ittaya, we don't need to implement now. And when we're talking about, okay, what if you get the millennial? Do you know millennial generation? They will tolerate to be in your company less than 3 years. And you need to keep changing them. Question to you is, how could you run your business if everything must be in the brain of your employee? So that's why we're talking about how could we survive with the millennial, and if we use the system that's smart enough to give the advice to the employee. So even millennials change every year. We can survive in the business. Next generation, welcome. You love it or not, your Gen X, Gen Y will go. They will come. So how could you prepare your organizations for them? And the people may need to work effective. I don't know you're quiet because you're shocked or you agree with me. So let I check. Do you agree with me? So far? Somebody sleep. Thank you. Okay. The technology is here and is now. I think it is the duty of the management to ask, why not now? And this is happened in INSEE. Okay? We said that, why not now? We change the organization to be information driven, no matter what, how many years you had experience in the company. But if you have information that good enough, algorithm that good enough, machine learning that best enough, you can get information, make your decision, get the right recommendations and move on. How could you turn information into action? Every day of your sales, online real time, go into the system, predict what happened, how many choices you should react in the market, and you react. And if you can do this every day, your competitor don't know what strategy you have already. Okay? Right decision making, transparency, agility. Okay. How could you do that? Machine learning, IoT, big data, predictive, robotic. Oh, interesting. When we go to robotic, many people ask INSEE. And you will see the robot running in INSEE soon. Why? This is popular in the event in Thailand. When we talk about robotic, people will gonna raise their hand and say, do you believe that one day a robot will kill you? And I would say, by the way, I cannot predict that, but one thing I know, if you not start using the robot, in near future, we cannot survive. Because how could one human in your family or in your daughters or son can taking care elder people, 3 or 4, and it will happen to my family soon. I would love robot to taking care of me in the future when I need. Okay, so the things is technology come in order to help the people, and if we as a corporate think carefully for future, I believe you'll find a way to apply it. Okay, with the concepts that I tell you, today we implement the 5 of the pillars that we want to change and make our corporate to be strong. Nevertheless, the last one, we're talking about digital connected plant, and that is a key highlight, and that also linked to logistics too. We were going to apply the IoT, Internet of Things, in our cement plant. And it, not far, it will happen this year. We are in the middle of it already. Once we applied it, no matter what the engineer who just graduated from the university, they can operate the plant. Okay. And once this one is finished, the newest technology will apply the IoT to the logistic. Why? Because actually the logistic is so important for the organization, and I will tell you why logistic is so important. Before that, do you want to see what we're implementing? Yes? Okay. Could you please open the video, please?
Because we will never stop at the best. Driving new kind of business by connecting for the flexibility and work efficiency. To be the leader of the industry by using insight analysis in order to predict the advantageous in the competition. New kind of improvement and personnel services for the best. Alongside with the sales partner to step into the best of procurement process. The most supreme digital technology for the right production according to the needs of present and future. This is not just for INSEE, but for everyone. Thank you for stepping together.
What will happen if the plant is so sophisticated and have all the new technologies, commercial, connected, all the customer with the corporate, and also finance, online real time, and they can predict the things. How about the logistic? Oh, this is interesting. In the past, people think that logistic just send the product to the customer. Am I right? Is it true? It's no. For me, it's not. Do you know why? Because actually in logistics, you need to use the most advanced technology because you are the one who hand the product to the customer. Customer will love you or not love you depend on the logistics. And that's why for us, logistics will be the most advanced department that use the most advanced technology. So next year, if I come here, you're going to see more advanced technology on the logistics. Advanced analytics, we're talking with the logistics about predictive machine learning. And I think this is important. If you can predict when the truck will go to the customer, exact, and you link the customer with the drivers and with the corporate, I think you get a lot of love and also informations. Decision on the fly. If the traffic jam has come, you can update customer every time. I think they will love you. This is online collaborations. How could you link the driver with the customer, with the corporate, with the call center? Okay. Visibility, IoT. Last year I went to Ignite and we talking about IoT and people talking about the cost. Interesting. But if you change the cost of the IoT and have information and have some business model to sell the information like the driver behavior and sell back or give back to your transporter, and for him to improve himself or for him to reduce the insurance. Is it will be good business model for you? Okay. Stakeholder experience, effectiveness, reliabilities of your operations, safety, cost optimization. I don't know is it happen in India, but in Thailand, when you drive in the dark, you don't see the pedestrian, and sometimes accident happen. We're talking about, could we put some sensor at the borders of the car and we can predict the objects and we not hit the people? Can we do that? And if you can do that, you will be the first transportation or the industry who will not going to kill people on the street. Do you want to be that person? Right? Environment friendly and the new business model. By the way, this one is a real future of logistics in INSEE. And it will happen, finish everything by early next year. The problem is, to change into that kind of the visions, how about the logistic people? I think this is important as well. And by the way, to be fair, we talk this one in the corporate. Because when we're talking about we transform the logistic, we're talking about the same capability of the people. To be fair, it needs to be adjusted. They need to be very innovation. They need to be able to apply the newest technologies. They need to be good in data analytics. They need to be very good in collaborations. It's not only with the driver, but also with the customer as well. They need to understand the disruption in their area. Oh, by the way, Uber start do Uber Freight already. You know about it, right? Uber not only get passenger, they will gonna carry the product soon. Anyone who do the transportation, by the way, no driver. They will have a self-driving car, carry the product. Do you aware of that? Huh? Okay, information into action, etc. Customer experience technology, and you are dealing with a lot of generations. Interesting. It's quite sad to say that I don't have the answer for all the people. But the things that I want to draw your attention now, this is the real things that happen. And this is a real thing that's happening in Thailand and real happening in Siam City Cement. Okay? Question would be, is it happen in India or not? If it not, you are so lucky. If it happen, question would be, how could you make your system smarter? Not only transaction or automation, how could you make it smarter enough to suggest the new generation how to work more effectively? And how could you make sure that your system or your company will not get disrupted? Welcome to Industry 4.0. Welcome to Logistics 4.0. And by the way, thank you Autoplan to inviting me to share this. And I wish that everyone in this room will find the recipe of success and make sure that we will not get disruptions because of the technology in their future. Thank you.
We could take questions.
Any question? Seems to be everyone shocked. Okay, question? If it no, I will be here until night. If you wish to ask me in detail, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Ittaya, for those wonderful insights. And I request Uma Ma'am to kindly come on stage and present the memento, a token of appreciation to Ms. Ittaya.